thought it'd be nice to film in here rather than in the usual filming spot, because this is where I've been sitting to do my work, so felt appropriate. Welcome back to Thesis Pending, I guess. It's been a while. Sorry about that. I don't think I've done a thesis pending in about 5 months. Which I think tells you a little something about how writing has been going. I haven't wanted to make an update because that's not going to make me feel good about it. However, I have good news. It's got better. I did not have a fantastic December. January was alright, and then February and March were not so great. But April so far has been pretty darn good and productive, and I've actually got chapters done. So I'm just going to talk about that now because I feel pretty good about myself. In the last 2 weeks, I have completed 2 chapters, both of which already had some work doing to them, but needed a fair bit of sorting out and rewriting and getting it to the point that it was a chapter rather than a load of notes or a sort of rough lab report. So yeah, I'm still not 100% happy with one of them. It's very much subheadings with all the information and there's not a very good flow to it, but feedback from supervisor should hopefully help sort the structure of that out and make that more chapter-ish. But yeah, so that's my literature review and background chapter that's slightly sporadic and disorganised, but the content is there and that's the important thing. It's no longer a load of bullet points and notes to go read some papers again. So I finished that draft and sent that to my supervisor last week, and then this morning I sent off another chapter, which is the first main study that I've done. So now that is 4 chapters of my 8 that are in a reasonable state. So yes. So that's introduction, background and literature review, my pilot studies and my first main study. So I still have my methods of the earlier chapters, which is about half done. I have written the development of my apps and how the code progressed in the various stages and the different apps that I made for each of the experiments for the 2 pilot studies and the 2 main studies. And then, so I need to do like the actual experimental methodology stuff for that chapter. But once I've written up both of my experiments, I should have all of that fairly fresh in my mind, and that should be fairly quick to plough through and sort out, I hope. And then I've just got to do my final experiment and then discussions and conclusions, which I'm also hoping will flow fairly easily, having recently gone back over all the work that I actually did in the experiments. So it's looking good. It is looking good. I've got a little over 3 months until my deadline. I'm fairly optimistic I should have a draft of all chapters by the first week of June, so in about 5 or 6 weeks, I think. So making progress and feeling good about it, which is nice, because it's been a while. It's been a while since I felt positive about my thesis, and that's probably a bit of a thing I probably shouldn't say, but it's true. Like, I came to a realisation the other day, and by the other day I actually mean like yesterday. I haven't had like a week solid where I've had good mental health and been doing work. I haven't had that in quite possibly years. Whenever I've taken a break, like over Christmas or gone on holiday, I felt a lot better, but then as soon as I come back to work, the anxiety problems start again. Even if it's just that when I start my day, I feel the heart palpitations and panic starting when I go to work. And sometimes I can push through it and carry on working and be fine, and sometimes I can't. But I haven't had that this week. That's what's been just great. I've been able to actually crack on with things. I've not necessarily wanted to and not necessarily enjoyed it, but I haven't had the panic, and that's just really nice. So I hope anybody else who's got an anxiety problem and is trying to do something like this, I hope that this is encouraging that it's not going to last forever and there will be good times. It's okay. I've been trying to work out what I can put my improved mental health down to, and there's a couple of things. I think part of it has got to be that I am actively doing the things you're supposed to do to help your mental health to recover, which is having a regular sleep pattern, eating proper food at actual meal times, and exercising regularly. Because I've been going to the gym a couple of times a week with my friend, and I'm starting to actually enjoy it. Like, I've never really enjoyed exercise, but we've got into enough of a habit of it that it doesn't feel like a big deal going to the gym in the morning now. And I actually feel good afterwards. I'm feeling the endorphins rather than just the exhaustion. So, and I think that has definitely helped. But also I've kind of addressed my attitude to my work a little bit and reflected on things. And I think part of my problem was how I don't desperately want to continue in this field after I've completed my PhD, and it feels a little bit like, why am I doing this? Like, what is the point? But then also I didn't know what I wanted to do afterwards. So the thought of finishing was quite terrifying because there's a huge uncertainty of what am I doing. So reflecting on what I want to be achieving and what I'm doing has helped. And as much as anything, just acknowledging that that's part of the problem has really helped me, because now I know why I'm stressing out and getting anxious, which is important. I'm so sorry if you can hear my washing machine. I'm very sorry, but I have to do laundry and I don't have much time today to film this video. Right, that was a bit of a ramble, but that's what these videos are. So there we go. This is a rambly, these are my thoughts vlog. So hopefully there will be more regular thesis pending updates, because I'm not going to be feeling rubbish and I'll actually want to talk about how it's going. So great. As always, thank you very much for watching. There will be some videos, I don't know, some videos, and you can click on those or subscribe, probably here somewhere, I don't know. I really need to make like actual end screen cards, because that would make this a lot easier, but then that requires planning and organising and doing stuff, so what are you gonna do?